Hi guys, have a great day. This is Sangavi from Math Pirates. Today we're going to see about properties of determinant part 2. We already seen 3 properties of determinant in previous session. If you want to see properties of determinant part 1, you can use the link which is given in our description. Let's see our fourth property. Our property is if every elements in any row or in any columns of a determinant multiplied by a number k, then the determinant is multiplied by k. Now we get determinant ka is equal to k into determinant of a. Here they give if we multiple any row or any column of a given matrix by particular number, we get the determinant value is multiple of the same number. Let's see our example. Here I consider 2 by 2 matrix that is considered as A. This is equal to 3, 4, 1 and 2. And I considered k equal to 3. Now I want to multiple that k with the matrix. So I multiple a value of k, that means 3, with the first row. So I get the matrix value is 9, 12, 1 and 2. And its determinant value is this equal to 6. Now we need to prove k into determinant a. So I want to multiple the determinant a value with the k. So we need to find the determinant of a, that's value is 2. So I multiple this with 3. This also gives 6. Yeah, right? This is our proof. Yeah, we get determinant ka this equal to k into determinant a. Let's see our next property. If every element in any row or in any column can be expressed as the sum of two quantities, then the given determinant can be expressed as the sum of two determinants of our same order, right? Let's see your example. Now we have our 2 by 2 matrix capital A with two quantities in first row. Yes, our matrix is A1 plus X1, B1 plus Y1, A2 and B2. Now we need to find our determinant. So the determinant of A1 plus X1, B1 plus Y1, A2 and B2 is A1 plus X1 into B2 minus B1 plus Y1 into A2. Now we multiple that B2 and A2 terms with A1 plus X1 and B1 plus Y1 respectively. Then we get A1 B2 plus X1 into B2 minus B1 A2 minus Y1 A2. Now we separate that A1 B2 minus B1 A2 plus X1 B2 minus Y1 A2 terms. Now we can replace that A1 B2 minus B1 A2 as determinant of A1 B1 A2 B2 plus, and also we get X1 Y1 A2 and B2. Now we get that two determinant terms. Okay, this is our proof. Let's see our next property. A determinant is unaltered when to each element of any row or column are added those of several other rows or columns multiplied respectively by constant factors. Let's see our example. We can easily understand this property by seeing our examples, right? Here we considered our determinant is del this equal to A1 B1 C1, A2 B2 C2, A3 B3 C3, and then we need to find our multiple terms, right? So we consider that is del 1 this equal to A1 plus LB1 plus MC1 B1 C1, A2 plus LB2 plus MC2 B2 C2, and then our final row is A3 plus LB3 plus MC3 B3 C3. Here we need to prove that the value of del and del 1 is same. Because of that we first considered our del 1 term. Okay. Here we use our previous properties to find this result. First we use our property 5 to split this determinant term, and we use our property 3 and 4 to get the value of the remaining two determinants. Yes, we can write our second and third determinant as L into determinant of B1 B1 C1, B2 B2 C2, B3 B3 C3 plus M into determinant of C1 B1 C1, C2 B2 C2, C3 B3 C3. Yeah, we already seen in our previous property that if any row or any column is similar, the determinant value is equal to 0. Then by using that we get the balance 2 determinant is 0. We get only determinant A1 B1 C1, A2 B2 C2, A3 B3 C3 which is equal to del. Yeah, we get our proof, that is del 1 equal to del. If you have any doubts, you can text in our comment section. Thank you. If you like this video, like, share and comment. Don't forget to subscribe our channel for more videos.